Hello. Let me say hello to you. Hello. I'm in the dark and I'm using my earphones, as my daughter corrects me, my earbuds. So I'm not sure what the sound quality is like, but I enjoy chatting with you as I drive. First of all, there's a video from this morning of me driving into work to do my work at the Naked Revive Wellbeing Center. And I'll not share it because I'll just cover off what I covered in that video because I think the update is more helpful than the previous video. And let me talk about joy. Joy, joy, joy. And if you're one of my subscribers or clients who's called Joy, hello, Joy. This is not about you, but it's about the joy that I've been experiencing today because I wanted to share this this experience. And isn't it funny, right? As a human, we often want to seek outside of ourselves to find happiness, to find joy. And joy is like one of the highest vibration emotions. And when I feel joy, I feel almost inexplicably excited. It's a feeling in my heart. It feels like a vibration, a frequency, an emotion up towards the top of my heart. And I just feel really blessed and grateful and excited for what is happening now and what's about to happen, whatever that is in my life. And I've had a lot of joy today. And so some of the things to share, my examples of joy, and I'd love to hear about yours. Like what brings you joy? You know, we didn't come here to this planet to feel miserable all the time or stressed all the time or serious all the time. Joy is something that you deserve, and that I hope that this video brings you some joy and also brings you back to your heart and reminds you of your joy. So I had the funniest experience this morning, which was, and I remember getting a reading, watching a reading. So I watch every morning. I watch MJ at All to Love. Please follow my dear friend MJ at All to Love. On YouTube is best. You get all the best stuff there. Um, she's also on TikTok and Instagram. And I remember in her readings, she was saying, big things are coming for you. They're general readings, but the secret to these things, right, is that if you persist and keep watching engaging with the same people. So, for instance, if you engage with me all the time, you start to influence me because when I ask my guides, "Hey guides, could I get a message for the collective?" You and your energy become more and more parts, more and more, I guess, dominant, you could say, in that collective. Um, and isn't that cool, right? Like it's really cool that our work influences each other. Um, Anywho, this big thing that was coming for me was, well, one big thing that happened this morning is I got really excited because I looked at my little back end app. Yeah, that car was really close. And I had right of way. But yeah, I looked in my little back end app of my website. It's like a little administration app. And it said, good news. Your app, so my native iOS app in the App Store, so that's an iPhone app called Heart Centered Wellness. That is a new app I've been developing for several weeks now, and it's already so much better than what I have today, both my website and my Wix Spaces app, and it brings all the important stuff together. Um, and I just got really excited about it, and it was really a funny experience. I was like, I feel a lot of joy about this. I feel a lot of joy about. I don't even have an iPhone to test it on. I feel really excited about the possibility of being able to um, see the app, to tell people about it. Now, what happened was that joy feeling, like it still carries on inside of me. And I remember thinking, now, John, is it really an ad that is giving you joy? Or like, what is it inside of you that this experience is triggering the joy within you? And what I felt was the thing that I was doing felt in complete alignment. And and the app's really funny because when I started it, it was almost a solution looking for a problem. Because my guides were saying, John, build an app. And I'm like, why? And they said, because it's in alignment with what you're gonna do. And I said, well, what part of my mission does it help? And it said, it'll become obvious to you as you evolve it. And I'm like, oh, one of those things. Okay, so if I build it, it's almost if I build it, then the problem will come. And right enough, that's how I approached it. I did say to my membership group, I said, hey, I'm building an app. Here's the main things I'm intuitively guided to build, but what do you want in it? And so I started incorporating some of your requests and some of the things that had come through. And what, in particular, what really excited me was the ability to reach, hundreds or thousands of people. And the way the app is positioned is not to try and get hundreds and thousands of people to book sessions with me. No, it's to give them something I never had, which is when I started on my journey for the first few years, I felt totally alone. I was meditating each day in the unknown. I had no idea this magical path I was heading down. And it's not to say that, my way is the perfect way. I'd encourage you to experience, you know, meditations and teachings from many people, and just use your discernment about what resonates with you. But what I really enjoy is this exciting feeling that I could reach more people, and in a way that I'm not constantly in direct service. So in other words, more passively. So I can scale it by creating my plan is one new meditation a week, and I feed it into this app, and some will be free, some will be paid for, and there's like a new monthly subscription you can pay for what they're like monthly programs. So they're they're not tightly coupled to the exact calendar month. Maybe a better way of describing it is 30-day meditation programs that you can start anytime, and every 30 days I'll create a new one. So whenever your 30 days begins, because I want you to start day one of the month whenever you start at whatever time of the calendar month, or day one of the 30 days, whatever, you get the idea. So yeah, so that got really, really excited. And like really love doing one-to-one sessions. Please do book me. I really enjoy it. And I had a couple of great sessions yesterday, as well as a live stream, as well as training. And although yesterday was a very long day, I felt really good, and I felt really energized this morning. And yeah, I just really love that, like holding that joyful feeling. And then, speaking transparently and candidly, because it's important, right, that you hear every dimension of this. Today, when I was in Naked Revive, I had no one booked. There was no one booked for an in-person session, and something like out of the 6 weeks that I have, it's one day a week, so 6 days, 6 working days I've had there so far. 3 have had one or more bookings, and 3 have had none. And it's so easy. It's so tempting to just go into lack and go, oh, woe is me. I'm like a guy. I'm doing like the psychic stuff, and how are people going to connect with me? And of course, what happens when you step into that. If I step into that addiction of lack, because it is addictive, then woe is me, like it lowers my vibration, right? And now what I do is I, so there's two key things I do. One is I go to the wellness center even if I don't have any bookings, because if I don't build it, if I don't show up, no one's ever going to come, right? They'll be like, oh, by the way, if you book this guy, he'll turn up one day. Like it's not enough, right? You've got to actually be there. And I make up my reflexology bed, so I bring in my towels and my seats and my uh, foot creams and all the accessories I need, music and all these things and smelly stuff, and set it up because it needs to be inviting for people. And guess what? Yeah, people do come around constantly and get tours. So when they come in, you just say hello and give them a big heartfelt smile, and I just say hi to everyone, including my delivery drivers and everything. Like just always my doors. So I sit there, my door's open, and I sit at my laptop, and I'm kind of like facing into my room, and then I'm also facing out, so I can see everyone coming in and out. And I say hello, and whenever there's an opportunity to, without being kind of overbearing or creepy, I will, mull around the reception area and chat with people. And it, what it made me realize is that when I'm in the situation of less bookings, I just turn my energy to a mixture of marketing and then also receiving. So, for example, I didn't like. It's very tempting to push and push and push advertising for my in-person walk-in service today, but it's quite unusual, right, for someone to offer a weekly walk-in service. Um, but and maybe that's what I should be calling it. Maybe that's the best name. I was trying to think of a name. Weekly walk-in. Um, uh, Something Tuesdays. I don't know, but yeah, some it needs some name for it. And what I love is that just by allowing yourself to receive, I managed to sell one of the tickets to the event I'm running on Sunday there, and I'm doing an open day on the Saturday for 6 hours. So it's important to receive all these other experiences as well. And I also got to, because I had no bookings, I got to have a really long chat with one of the co-owners that I hadn't met yet, and it was on and off, and it was in between like client sessions and stuff, and it was fabulous. Like I really really enjoyed it. So that is really you know important to not just oh, I've got no booking, I must do more marketing, more marketing, more marketing. Like instead, like just go, I'll just focus my energy on business development, and that includes connecting with people, chatting, forming, friendships and business partnerships, and chatting with potential clients. And I also got really brave. And I don't know why I find it so scary, but I accidentally printed these really large, like, is it A6? Maybe that's like, it's whatever is half A4 pages, like John Binnie, quantum psychic healing, blah 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 blah, reflexology signs, and I took them around the little town and put them up in the cafe, in the local supermarkets, and in the supermarket itself, and then also uh, in one of the local cafe restaurants. So that was like me getting brave, and I yeah, I really enjoy that. I think that also explains why I have such happy, joyful experience just now. And I left a wee note for we have like a Facebook chat group for all the practitioners and the owners of Naked Revive. And that was just really cool to thank them. I just said, thank you so much. It's so cool meeting you all, and hearing them selling my services to clients. You know what? Like, it was just it just filled my heart with such joy. Like to hear someone else, it's John Binnie. He's like our psychic guy, and he does it while he's doing reflexology. How cool is that? As well as quantum healing. and you can or reading like you can choose. He does his events too, and by the way, he's here. Do you want to come chat with him? It's like, oh my god, and it was, and that happened multiple times, and you that um, service to others, and to be able to receive that is such a blessing. Um, and I'm so grateful. And I left a big mushy voice message for the owners, just thanking them. So if you're listening, Alexa and Ria, thank you so much. And one thing that really stands out for me about the wellness center is that when people come in, they are uh, they are very like surprised at the energy in there, and it's because the energy feels like what I can only describe as like saturated with love, like this beautiful, loving feeling as you walk in. It's like you're walking into someone's heart when you enter that place, and I feel that's very much the owners, you know, support that as well as the incredible practitioners. Um, so yeah, that's me. I just wanted to share that experience of joy. Please let me know what's joyful in your life, like what fills your heart with such joy. Um, and just like we're driving along this road, and I'm heading home with the joy of being able to connect with my family again in my heart. It's so lovely to experience this magic, um, and I'm so grateful for this life. Like I'm so grateful for this journey, and I'm really excited for the rest of the evening off, and really excited just to continue to live this dream. I can't. There's been parts of me that have been reluctant to accept that I'm living the dream that I created. Like I created this job, right? I literally created. I learned on the job how to do my what I call my quantum energy healing, and the training courses and the services. Like I created it all with your help. Know that if you're watching this, it's likely that you helped me, and even just by watching this, you are helping me. So thank you. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to get a bit gushy and thank you. And I know that sometimes when I feel a bit tired or down, because when I sometimes I just get a bit concerned when I feel that I feel physically tired with my work, but that doesn't mean to say that my work is the wrong thing to do for me. It's just that even if you dance too much and you love dancing, you get exhausted, right? So it's me pacing myself, and I'm feel like I'm making good progress. And right now, I feel great. Um, and even after a couple of long days, Sunday and Monday, massage class Sunday, membership group Sunday nights, and about a 12-hour day yesterday. Today's been much more calm and rejuvenating, and a beautiful live stream to top it off at the end of the day. So thank you, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Sending love.